There's one. That's a good one. Like stopped it. Here he comes. That's a giant. Oh yeah. Oh, that jerkbait's gone, dude. Like gone. That fish jumped and I did not see that bait at all. It was absolutely gone. Oh, big fish, big fish. I'm fishing around brush here, so I gotta take it easy. It's coming to the right. End of a long sloping point here with a little bit of wind on it. Here it comes. Oh gosh, it's coming up. Oh, come here. Dude, that jerkbait's gone. Oh man. That thing is gone. Oh, that is awesome. Oh yeah, that is cool. We got about 77-degree water temperatures here. We're changing seasons. Oh, that is a big fish. I mean, look at that. Long sloping point, there's a little bit of brush on it, a little bit of wind, that's key. I just launched the boat and I saw which way the wind was blowing. This is a lake I'm unfamiliar with. I just chased the wind. I found the first long sloping point with the drop. First cast out there, bomber cast, over 12 feet of water, jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause. There he was. That's a good fish. Oh, dude. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of a deeper diving jerkbait right there. You could put it where, you know, standard jerkbaits don't go. These big ones are really keying in on smaller bait fish. It's a perfect time to downsize to a smaller jerkbait. Whew, that was cool. There's another one. Second cast. Oh, it's a nice fish. Yep. Gosh. Ate it, dude. Oh! Yeah, that's so much fun. Oh yeah. Gosh. That was so much fun. There's a point that sticks out, drops off in 10 to 12 feet of water. And this fish absolutely crushed. I'm just gonna grab him by the back of the head. Whoa. Oh, yes. That fish absolutely crushed that jerkbait. Whew. +1 junior, man. Got it down to about 8 feet of water over a long sloping point. Jerk, jerk, pause. Boom! Smashed it. That's a beautiful fish. That's why you downsize sometimes. There's a lot of boating pressure out here, a lot of fishing pressure on the lake we're at here. I downsized to the 110 +1 junior. Same erratic action as the original 110. It gets down a little deeper, but it's a smaller profile. That fish absolutely crushed it, man. That was fun. There's gotta be a whole lot more. You know, one thing that sets apart jerkbait fishing from, let's say, deep cranking or spooning, something like that, is you don't have to really graph around to start fishing. Because you're fishing that mid-range depth zone, you're able to search around. You don't really have to use your electronics as much. So if it looks good, if there's a nice long point that dips off into a main channel with a little bit of wind blowing into it, use a jerkbait as your search tool. You don't have to graph over it and sonar it. Just fan cast all around the point here, and the fish will tell you whether they're there or not. And you don't necessarily have to see them. They'll let you know. So, you know, one thing about throwing a jerkbait on a spinning setup is, one, having the right action rod, but more importantly, having the right length of rod. Having a shorter than normal rod is gonna be more beneficial. One, you can make pinpoint casts if you're fishing around cover like I'm doing here, but more importantly, just when you go to jerk and you're jerking, fishing all day, you need something that's a sub 7-foot rod. 6'8", I like a Orochi XX Ronin. The main thing is the short butt. You can really maneuver that jerk bait as you cast it out there. You really, you know, you could jerk all day pretty much and not get caught up in your sleeves, in your armpit, in your shirt here. and it just allows you to really work that jerkbait up to its full potential. Left, right, left, right. My favorite cadence when fishing a spinning rod and either a 110 or a 110 plus one or a 110 plus one junior, whatever it is, jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause. And you know, in warmer water situations, whether it be in late summer, early fall, or in that May, June in the bass post-spawn, I really like a fast, erratic action, whether I'm fishing spotted bass, largemouth bass, or smallmouth bass. Jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause. Just faster, just keeping that thing moving. Things are moving faster underneath the water. The shad are moving faster, the crawdads, the bluegill, everything's just moving faster the higher the water temperatures are. So you gotta match that with your cadence of the jerkbait. So general rule of thumb, the water's cold, 40s, 50s, it's a lot slower, a lot more pauses, and the higher that water temperature, as you get in the 70s and sometimes 80s, speed that sucker up. That's one. Oh yeah, crushed it, man. Dude, that's so much fun. It's like getting snagged on a tree, just dirt right into a tree. Oh, that's fun. Yep. And this color here, this color selection it's a little bit dark outside. It's kind of a little bit cloudy here, not pure sun. It's a little cloudy, so I whenever it's cloudy out, I like those real solid white colors. Mixing a little bit of wind and a little bit of stain to the water, and that orange belly, that really sets it off, especially if you're, fishing the Midwest lakes or down south, southeast, when you have that stain to the water, that OB, that orange belly, really helps you get a bite or two, in my opinion. You really want to match kind of the color of the water to the opaqueness of a bait. The dirtier the water, the louder you can get, the oranges, the reds, the chartreuses. But again, the clearer the water, the more transparent you want to go. Elegy bone, great color, a lot of chartreuse, but transparent sides. It's an awesome, awesome clear water color. So clearer the water, the clearer the bait. Dirtier the water, the more opaque you want to get. It's a time of year where fish are really keying in on shad. I'm throwing finesse jerk baits here deeper, 8 to 10 feet of water. So I like to target the ends of these highlighted areas, that 12 to 14 foot range. I've got a waypoint there. We just caught a couple fish on it. This is a long sloping point. You could tell that by the far topo lines. This void here of the topo lines, that means it's a long sloping point that comes out. In conjunction with the 360 imaging, I could pick out specific rock piles, specific trees and such. But whenever I hit a waypoint here, I like to spot lock down and really fan cast across that long sloping point with that jerkbait and really call up whatever lives there. So more importantly, we're always looking at which way the wind is blowing. And currently we have the wind blowing directly onto this point. That is perfect for jerkbait fishing. As that wind starts blowing directly onto that face of that point, that's a perfect scenario for a bass to come up and feed on erratic bait fish imitators like a jerkbait.